So why do we need eco for that? It's just about make different design. Instead of efficiency, it's about effectiveness. Efficiency means doing things right. Yeah? Effectiveness says, hey, doing the right things. Yeah? Look, Volvo was the first company who took out asbestos from brake pads because they understood that asbestos is not healthy, far before there was any legislation about it. Yeah? Today, they have brake pads which are definitely not a problem for the health. Yeah, compared to Volkswagen and Ford, Volkswagen and Ford use brake pads. They make little labels which says, oh, free of asbestos. Yeah? You can read Volkswagen, free of asbestos. Yeah? But instead of that, they put antimony in it. Antimony is a much stronger carcinogen. Yeah? But then it's free of asbestos, so what? Yeah? So everything what gets consumed needs to go back into biological cycles. But when you look at the shoe soles of the shoes, you can see there, they are toxic waste. You're never designed for abrasion. Yeah? It's the same with tires, etc. Everything what gets just used, like a washing machine, like a TV set, can go back into technical cycle. It's a technical nutrient. There is no waste, but it's not waste minimization. It's eliminating the concept of waste. So we take things, we put things back into cycles, but it's not about recycling. It's about upcycling, because you don't want to do the same things over and over again. Recycling, how strange, how stupid, how boring. It's like compostable or like sustainable. My God, these are the first edible fabrics designed by us. Because the designers don't have enough self-esteem. They only minimize, they reduce, they avoid. Isn't it strange that we as scientists have to design fabrics? So what I did is I only chose chemicals which I really could eat. The new Airbus 380 has these fabrics in it because it's of indoor air quality. In an Airbus, in an airplane, it's a big problem of air quality. But it's not about triple bottom line, it's about triple top line. These fabrics are about 20% cheaper to make them. These are biodegradable T-shirts. Yeah? We call them biodegradable. But this is the first T-shirt which is designed for skin contact. Wouldn't it be nice if you would just make things which are designed for indoor, which are designed for skin contact? That would be nice. We have been analyzing Mattel toys, for example. Yeah, and I got the Green Chemistry Award by George Bush, and I used the opportunity and said, look, here you can see the off-gassing of a Mattel toy. Every peak, what you can see is as toxic that that it would be better for a child living next to a gasoline station than having a Barbie toy from Mattel, yeah? or a Polly Pocket. They make it in China, and so I got the Green Chemistry Award, and I said, dear Mr. President, why do you need to go to Iraq to find chemical weapons? You just need to go to children's rooms. Yeah? The world's largest maker of carpets is now selling just floor packaging insurance. It's a technical nutrient. They don't sell carpets anymore, they sell just the use of carpets. We work all the ingredients, we take all the things that just can go back into the technosphere forever, because you don't want to own a carpet, you just want to own floor packaging, isn't it? So you only want to have a nice acoustics. Yeah? We work on a lot of buildings, we work on a lot of areas, we do green roofs to make habitats. We do a lot of these types of things. So this is, for example, an example here in Germany, in Bavaria here, where the space, everything in this building is designed for indoor use. The walls are there to clean the air instead of just being less bad. Yeah? We do work with Ford. Volvo looked at this and that this is a car where you just sell 100,000 miles instead of selling a car for 5 years. So you just sell transportation insurance. It includes gasoline, it includes mileage, it includes insurance, it includes all the costs. So you just pay per mile. Then it makes sense to have a car which doesn't use that much gasoline after 5 years. So it's not, you could hear this strange presentation about durability. Yeah, really, look, I had two older brothers, yeah, and I always had to wear their old clothes. I hate durability. Yeah. Yeah, so to be clear, it's not about durability, it's about the defined use period. Durability is a guilt projection because we think that our products are our substitute children, and because we want to live forever, our products should live forever. How stupid. Yeah? It is just it's a defined use period because we need to know when we get the materials back. After 5 years, the car goes back into an enzyme bath. The enzymes are eating up the clues, and you can filter the components like a Lego car, basically, and get the components back as nutrients, as technical nutrients into technical cycles. So it's about a good footprint, a healthy footprint, ecological footprint, not a zero footprint. No passive houses, no minimization, no zero emissions. It's about healthy emissions. It's about supporting instead of destroying. It's now time no longer to delegate being native to somebody else. We are the native people on this planet. So we cannot delegate this to some aborigines. We do a fair, and we invite you all to come to Frankfurt this year in November to show cradle-to-cradle products. We will demonstrate all these products. We will have about 600 products already, and we invite you to come and to demonstrate your solutions as well. We do cradle-to-cradle in different countries. The Chinese version is 15 million copies of the book because everybody in the Communist Party has to read it. But if you have to read it, it doesn't help you. If you have to protect the environment, it doesn't work. It's the same like when people say, you must have fun in Germany. Yeah? Then there's no fun. Yeah? So you don't need to apologize that you're on this planet. You can apologize that you do stupid design. Yeah? When you make toxic stuff, then it's just stupid. So it's enough when you just want to be smart. You don't need to be ethical. It's enough. Then you want to be proud of what you do. Yeah? So it's not about minimizing guilt. It's about doing good design, holistically good design. Or how I would call it, it's about beauty. Yeah? It's not beautiful when it's toxic. It's not beautiful when people cannot make a living with it when they make it. So it's about holistic beauty, or like I say, it's total beauty. It's not beautiful when it's dangerous for the humankind and it's dangerous for nature. So why don't we make beautiful design, yeah, instead of green design, instead of eco design, yeah, instead of really whatever type of guilt management? Thank you very much.